experience from time to time is that you might see spiders in your home, you might see ants in your homes. Hopefully you don't see any roaches or you have mice or rats. But if you do, we have the most humane way to repel any of these pests. And if you look at your television screen, I know this is awful and I'm hoping you're not eating at the moment, but we wanted to bring to you our #1 best-selling solution to ridding your home and repelling all of these things that we're disgusted by, that you have to use chemicals typically to get rid of, or you have to hire a service that can be very expensive to get rid of. We're gonna be offering to you our Bell & Howell Pest Repellers. And the first thing I want to do is to ask if you use these to please share your stories with us. We've sold tens of thousands of these at HSN. This is a 6-pack. We put it on sale just for the weekend. So the free shipping and the handling and FlexPay go away tonight. It's $7.49. Lou Caputo, who happens to be one of our home solution experts, is joining us. And like I said, obviously it's not our favorite thing to talk about. No. But the pleasing part in this is that it works and that it's a humane way and a chemical-free way. And a lot of us want to embrace that avenue of being able to get rid of these things. And let's put that graphic once again, because roaches here in Florida, unfortunately, our environment, because it's so warm and it's wet.
We're being overrun right now.
They kind of like Florida. Spiders, I think, everywhere. Ants everywhere. Rats and mice. These are the big ones that are challenging.
We went with the big 5 here. Right. Well, because, you know, HSN made Bell & Howell, and they've been around for over 109 years, by the way, go out and do third-party independent laboratory testing before we could make any claims that these were effective against anything, okay? So they picked the big 5 because the testing, quite frankly, is really expensive. So we went out and we tested these against rats, mice, ants, roaches, and spiders, and we found that they were effective at repelling them from the localized area in which they're working, okay? Very specific legal jargon, but really what it means is you need one of these in every single room in your house. And the way they work, science. They use sound waves to repel all the pests that you just saw, the rats, the mice, the ants, the roaches, and the spiders. And it really makes sense if you think about it, because like as people, if you're standing in your house and your burglar alarm goes off, and it's got one of those sirens, you just want to get away from it. I mean, you don't want to be anywhere around it. And that's what we think they sound like to those creatures. So the sound waves, once you plug these in, will start bouncing off of every solid surface in the room, and it creates what I call a force field. So watch this. You plug them in, and that's the beauty of these. Once they're plugged in, there's nothing else you got to do. Nothing you have to do. You never have to check on them. They just start blanketing the area with these sound waves. Now, we're giving you 6 today. Okay.
Which is what you need.
Which is what you need. That's for, you know, here in Florida, that's 1 story of the average size house.
Yeah, okay? You need to put one in each room.
You really do. You need one in every single room. Now, the configuration you're getting today is kind of neat. You have 2 of your standard units included in this kit. We've got 2 with the extra outlets. We've got 1 with the built-in nightlight, and then we've got 1 of what I call the super deluxe, because it has not just the outlet, but also, and that's this guy down here, also has the night lights built into it. The night lights do not stay on 24 hours a day. They come on and off. When it gets bright in the room, they go off. When it gets dark, they're going to come on. But the big thing is that you've got a little something for everywhere in the house. I always like to put the ones with the night lights either near a bathroom or in the kitchen, someplace like that, where at night you want to have that extra light. But at the end of the day, if you're one of those folks out there who waits until you see a problem to deal with it, okay, you're waiting too long. Because frankly, if you start seeing roaches in your house, if you're seeing ants in your house, it's too long. You've waited too long. Or you've already got what we call an infestation. Now, most of us out there, and I know for a lot of people, you're like, well, wait a minute, I got sprays, I got all these things. Let me show you something, okay? Here is a nice little tray of all the things, Marlo, that you could use for ants. Okay, and I'm sure we've all bought these. You've got the little traps and the baits and the bombs and the sprays and all the things that you use for ants. And this is very expensive. And you actually got to participate in this. You actually have to be the one going around trying to figure out where they are, right? Okay. Now, if you got roaches, you can't use the ant stuff. You got to go out and buy special stuff that they make just for roaches. And take a look at this. Same things. You got your traps and your little tablets, actually. Bombs and sprays and all this stuff. Did you know that roaches, out of 1 egg sac, can produce 50 eggs?
That's not good.
And that they don't carry them around with them when they're dying. They actually drop the egg sac. So even though you might kill the roach, the egg sac's still around someplace.
The other 50.
The other 50. Oh, so by the time you actually see the roach and you think you killed it, you probably didn't. You still got a little problem going on. And then right here, if you've got, oh my gosh, if you have rats or mice in your house, we got all kinds of crazy stuff for rats and mice, from sticky traps to poisons that, you know, the kind of thing that you don't want those around your kids and your pets, you know? And when rats and mice eat poison, they don't die right in your living room floor. They go on your walls or your ceilings, and then they decompose, and you get that smell. And then, of course, you know, really everybody starts with this one.
That thing.
When you got a rat or a mouse problem, you're going to start with this trap, and some night you're going to hear in the middle of the night.
Oh, gross.
Somebody's got to deal with the carcass or whatever parts of it are in there, and then rebait this trap. And the bottom line is, if you just plug in these pest repellers, right? There's nothing you have to do. You don't have to deal with the poisons. You don't have to bait any traps. Oh, and by the way, we've got stuff on here for everything except what? Spiders. There's nothing on this table for spiders, but our Bell & Howell pest repellers are effective against spiders.
I want to hear your stories. Over the years, we've heard so many great stories from you, and all over this wonderful nation we have. It doesn't matter if you have a large home, small home, mobile home, condo, RV, if you rent or own. We've even heard from people who have farms and that sort of thing. So call us, share your stories with us. This is the pack of 6, and so you want one for every home. Also put one in your garage if you have a garage. Why buy today? Look, we make the environment in our homes so comfortable that they want to come in. And the truth is, a lot of these things, like roaches and things like that, come up through our pipes, our plumbing. So we can't help it. A lot of people feel like it's a mirror and a reflection of how clean they are, and it really isn't. These are things that they just kind of want to come into the environment where it's comfortable. We don't want to kill them. We just want to make the environment in our homes uncomfortable so they go elsewhere. And that's what these do. You can't smell it. You can't hear it. There's no maintenance. You plug them in. I like that they look like night lights. They look discreet. No one will ever know that they're designed to repel pests. And it's affordable. You know, we've talked about having a pest control service.
Oh, yeah, I did that.
They are expensive. They work and they're effective, and certainly if you have an infestation, you need to call them. However, it's expensive. You usually have to have a contract. They come every single month, and at the end of the day, it's still chemicals. And so many people are looking for a chemical-free option. When you pulled out all those samples, the trays, what you didn't show is the back of the bottles. And it reads like a dissertation in tiny fine print of chemicals, and
look at the fine print. I can't even read this without glasses or a magnifying glass.
I can't either. But I think this is what scares most people. This is what scares most parents.
And it should.
As parents, especially with very small children that are vulnerable or developing and that sort of thing. So I think for a long time, a lot of us have been looking for an option. Yes. An alternative way, a chemical-free way, a safe way, an affordable way to be able to repel all of these things. Roaches that are as big as a plate, as you're seeing here. They will be called palmetto bugs. If you live in Florida, you've seen a couple of them over time. Yeah, but you know what's funny? The little roaches, the German cockroaches, those are the worst. And the reason is those are the ones that in the egg sac hold 50 eggs. Right. They travel too. Those little, they travel in luggage. Oh, yeah. So your guests can sometimes bring them with them. Yeah. So again, you're looking at under $10. I mean, you think about this, $7.49, I should say. Look at that. There's the $7.49 on FlexPay. That's through tonight at midnight. After midnight tonight, that $10 savings goes away, the $7.49 goes away, and the free shipping and handling goes away. Try them. Yeah. Try it for 30 days. See if they make a difference for you. But just one can. This stuff is very expensive. Yeah, I mean, you could, you could, if you look at, every time I pull out one of these trays here, there's, I mean, cost you $8, $9. Well, and here's the thing. You use them, you think you've killed them. Remember what I said? The egg sacs, they drop them. So there's 50 eggs in a German cockroach egg sac. So even though you may have killed the mom, the parent, guess what? All the little ones are going to be coming out now. So now guess what? You've got to go back and buy more of the sprays and more of the bombs. When you put these pest repellers into your walls, and by the way, you know, if you're wondering, what's the science behind these? They're ultrasonic sound waves, okay? Ultrasonic sound waves are sounds at a frequency higher than human beings can hear, okay? So you won't hear them, your kids won't hear them, your pets won't hear them, your dogs and cats won't hear them. Rats, mice, ants, roaches, and spiders, they hear these ultrasonic sound waves and they just want to get away from them. So that's why when I'm saying to you, you know, instead of spending the money over and over and over and over again on sprays and traps and all these things, it's much more economical at the end of the day just to plug these in and let them do their job. Let them repel them. Let them keep them away. Because like you said at the beginning of the presentation, I don't want to kill them. No, I just want them to go away. I don't care where they go. I just want them in my house. Let me tell you why. And I mean, maybe I'm a little bit of a fraidy cat, but I wouldn't want to pick any of them up. No, nobody does. Nobody wants to do it. So it's disgusting. Yeah, I wouldn't, even if it were. This is clean, you know, even if it, you know, did die, I just wouldn't want to pick it up. So I like that this makes that makes the environment so uncomfortable that they actually leave. So there's no carcass or anything like that to pick up.
Right.
I know. So if you'd like to have it, call. We're going to go to our phone lines and say hello, and we're going to say hi to Shirley from Missouri. And Shirley, it's Marlo and Lou. It's nice to meet you, Shirley. They tell me that you've been using these for 2 years. What do you think?
Much longer than 2 years.
Okay.
Really?
I've been, oh yes, and I'm having a remodel building job and living here too. And my builder said he has not found one bug, ant, roach, or anything.
That's awesome.
And in Missouri, we have a lot of water.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, that's right. You're absolutely right. How does that make you feel, though, when you look at something like this that's virtually no maintenance, and to be able to get those type of results?
Oh, I am thrilled with them. I wouldn't be without them. It does take a few days before they start working.
Oh, of course.
And too many people, right, but too many people give up too fast. They say they don't work. They work perfect. Just leave them alone, and they get rid of the bugs.
Yeah, and see, Shirley being from the Show Me State, you know, you're a natural skeptic, I would imagine.
Yeah, probably.
See, but
they are just the best thing I have ever had.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm so happy that you use them and that you love them. And yeah, thank you so much for your phone call. We appreciate hearing from you, Shirley.
There is one question. Do I need to replace them at any time?
No. You know what? It's funny. It's people. That's the one question I get from everybody.
Question.
Guys, if we could look over here on the house, and you're going to see we've got these plugged in, and every once in a while you're going to see them blink red. As long as you're seeing that flashing red light, Shirley, you're good to go, because that means that they're putting out the sonic pulse still. So as long as you see that little flash every once in a while, you're fine.
Shirley, thank you so much. It was nice to talk to you. Thank you for taking time to call us and share your story. Bye-bye, Shirley.
Thank you, Shirley.
With a minute remaining, this presentation is going by fast. I want to remind everybody, the value is only good for today. So free shipping, under $8 to get this at home, $10 off. You'll love them. I use them in my garage. You know this.
Oh, yeah.
Because I used to get all sorts of bugs. The only thing that you can't do with these is you can't put furniture and things in front of them.
Oh, yeah, don't put it behind anything because that'll block the sonic waves.
It won't work. So you cannot put things in front of them. Let's go back to our phone lines this time. Deb in Indiana is calling in. Hey, Deb, it's Marlo and Lou.
Hi there, how are you?
Good, thank you so much for asking, Deb. Tell us your experience with these.
Well, I have to be honest, I think they are nothing but junk. They do not work with a dam, and I would not recommend them.
Well, okay, well, thank you so much for your phone. So, Deb, I'm sorry that they didn't work well for you, and thank you for being candid.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you know, the funny thing is, though, that sometimes people don't put them behind the furniture. You know, don't put them in the right places. And like our previous caller said, you got to give them a couple days to work, because those, you know, it's like anything else out there. The bugs need a couple days so that the sonic waves can work on them.
And here's the other thing. Listen. You get 5 people or 10 people to agree on anything, you're good. Yeah. I apologize to Deb that she didn't have a great experience, but you can read the reviews on our website. This is a product that we've offered in one format or another over the last 10 years that's worked well. So, Deb, I apologize, and you go, girl, for expressing your feelings.
We've sold over 4 million of these.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I can't.
And people have come back and bought them over and over.
I can only tell you about my experience because I do use them in my home, and they have worked great for me. They have worked great. I had a challenge with palmetto bugs in my garage because I have to keep my garbage cans inside my garage. And in Florida, you know, any little crack, any little area, bugs can get inside. I haven't seen a spider, a palmetto bug, a roach, or anything. Now, I've not had any problems with mice or rats, but the nice thing about this product, it's designed to target those as well. So we're gonna put that graphic back up because if you're just tuning in, you'll have a chance to be able to see that this is not us just saying they work. This is science, and it's proven.
Well, and again, HSN made Bell and Howell go and get independent third-party laboratory testing on these to make sure that we couldn't make the claims that they are effective at repelling rats, mice, ants, roaches, and spiders unless they did work.
Absolutely, and we've heard from so many of you. So here's what we're gonna do. If you'd like to have it, we have the final, I think we have about 2,000 of these remaining. If you'd like this special, and I especially like this for you because it's a whole house system, to be most effective, again, don't put any furniture or anything in front of them. Maybe that's what Deb did.
And give them a couple days to work.
And you gotta give it time to work. But you should have wonderful results. So thank you so much for your phone call. Lou, always wonderful to have you here.
Absolute pleasure.
Well, stay with us because when we come back, we're gonna be offering to you the most advanced fitness tracker from